Greetings, brothers and sisters. So, my wife just sent me this from another angle. JoJo's his microphone issues, his green screen issues seem to be getting even worse. So I'm not sure of the source of this video. The original video that I used was from Bloomberg, but there's many people who had the same video, many news agencies, and I'll show you that again afterwards. But here is the new version, and it's even more disturbing.
To the southern border, sir? Not at the moment. Have you just died to the southern border, sir? Not at the moment.
It's pretty obvious that JoJo and the microphone aren't sharing the same plane of existence, right? They're not sharing the same reality. You know, you see it right here. They're on, they're not together. They're not sharing a three-dimensional reality here. Boom. There's something going on. It looks like the mic has been CGI'd in, but it also looks like Biden's been CGI'd in. That's supposed to be the White House behind him. And so this should be mainstream news. Because is he doing magic here? Is JoJo doing magic? Is this magic here with the microphone? When he does this? Is that magic? Is that magic when he's... Or is he on an alternate plane of existence? Is the microphone on an alternate plane of existence? Or is there some sort of CGI green screen thing going on? Because all of those things are news. All those things are newsworthy. All those things are interesting. Certainly if he broke into some interdimensional sort of situation with the microphone in the background, that would be news. If it was magic, if JoJo was doing magic, that would be news. And if they use some sort of green screen for no explanation why they would do that, and they did a real crappy job, then that also would be news. And if mainstream media is covering this, let's say somebody jerry-rigged this, they doctored it, and it got into, you know, Bloomberg and some of these other major news sources, and they got duped into using something that was, you know, manipulated, that's also news. And so the fact that mainstream media isn't covering that these microphones are clearly not on the same plane of existence as JoJo, and JoJo looks like he's been green screened into this situation here. And now from this other angle, it appears he's wearing the same suit. It appears he's doing the same hand motion. So I would assume this is also, you know, realistic. And that microphone and JoJo aren't sharing a reality, right? They're not sharing a three-dimensional reality. And so there has to be an explanation. I don't know what that explanation is, but I do know it's interesting because the most reasonable Occam's razor explanation would be that it's been, you know, it's been CGI'd or green screened or something like that, manipulated in some way. And who did it and why did they do it and who's responsible and how did, you know, the mainstream media not catch this and why aren't they covering it? All very valid points here, right? You see, this thing's weird, but it's also unprofessional and it doesn't make sense, right? You know, weird and unprofessional and we're not sure what's going on here. Is the microphone being CGI'd in? Is he being green screened in? And why do that? Like, and the reporters there, they're asking questions. Like, who was asking the questions? Why couldn't he just go outside and do this? And so there's lots of unanswered questions. And if something's weird, it's newsworthy. If something is suspicious, it's newsworthy. If something is incompetent, because this is incompetent, if something is, you know, done poorly and it's a presidential situation, then all of those things become newsworthy. And so they should be covering this. There should be some explanation for this, you know. But the fact that mainstream media isn't covering this is one of the cooler things that's happened in JoJo's presidency. And they're going mum on this thing. You got a president who's giving some impromptu interview, and him and the microphones aren't sharing a reality. They're not on the same plane of existence. And so, you know, This is a story here. Like, this is big news. Only spirituality will save this world, JoJo, in your interdimensional microphone. Is Paul Romano definitely reporting from the Apocalaughs and the Ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.